Hello students, welcome to this session. In this session, we will continue next 25 questions. Okay. So directly ये आपका जो सेशन है रेस्पिरेशन का वो डायरेक्टली मत देखना. सबसे पहले जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है इसका तो वो देखिएगा ताकि जो बेसिक कंसेप्ट है आपकी वो क्लियर हो जाए. ओके, इज दैट क्लियर? चलिए. So now we will discuss the next 25 questions. Okay. So let's start. Okay. Your next question is total number of water molecules produced per molecule of glucose during aerobic respiration is. So options are 10, 6, 12 and 8. So आपको ये समझ में आया होगा कि आपको जो कुछ भी प्रोडक्ट्स फॉर्म होते हैं इन द रिएक्शन ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन तो आपको वो सब पता होने चाहिए. ओके, कि उन सब प्रोडक्ट्स के कितने कितने मॉलिक्यूल्स फॉर्म होते हैं, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के कितने होते हैं, वाटर के कितने होते हैं. ठीक है. और जो कुछ भी ये जनरेट होती है एटीपी जनरेट होता है तो उसके मॉलिक्यूल्स कितने होते हैं. So all this part you should be understand. Okay. तो आपके पास वो टोटल अकाउंट रेडी होना चाहिए कि हर एक रिएक्शन में कितने कितने मॉलिक्यूल्स कौन से कंपाउंड्स के फॉर्म होते हैं. So in this case they have asked you the number of water molecules produced per molecule of glucose during aerobic respiration. So what is that number? So that number is 6. Okay, so 6 water molecules are produced per 1 glucose molecule during aerobic respiration. Okay, तो ये सारा का सारा जो कैलकुलेशन है पूरा वो आप समझ सकते हैं. ठीक है. एटीपी का तो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है. सो एटीपी का भी आपको पता होना चाहिए वो कैलकुलेशन पूरा कितना कैसा है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Number of oxygen molecules required for glycolytic breakdown of one glucose molecule is. Okay, we'll read the question again. Number of oxygen molecules required for glycolytic breakdown of one glucose molecule is. So अगर आपको ग्लूकोज का ब्रेकडाउन करना है, ठीक है, ग्लूकोज का आपको क्या करना है, ब्रेकडाउन करना है, मतलब इन ग्लाइकोलाइसिस. ठीक है. तो हाउ मेनी ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल्स आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर दैट रिएक्शन. ओके. So 3, 0, 38 and 6. So what should be the answer? कितने molecules लगते हैं उसमें? So your answer is yes. So your answer is 0. So oxygen molecules glycolysis के लिए नहीं लगते हैं. Okay, is that clear? ओके. तो यहाँ पे जो ग्लाइकोलाइसिस है, ठीक है, तो इट इज अ एनर्जी ड्रिवन प्रोसेस. ओके. सो ये एटीपी वहाँ पे यूज किया जाता है फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ लिसिस ऑफ glucose molecule, that is your glycolysis. Okay. So oxygen is not used or oxygen is not required for that breakdown process. Okay. So oxygen की जरूरत वहाँ पे नहीं होती. Okay. So 0 oxygen molecules are required for glycolytic breakdown of one glucose molecule. Okay. Check. Next. So my next question is, in aerobic respiration, first carbon dioxide is liberated during. Okay. So aerobic respiration में हमें पता है कि कितने कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लगते हैं उस प्रोसेस में. हमने देखा है वो पहले. ठीक है. तो उसमें जो फर्स्ट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो लिबरेट होता है कहाँ पे, किस स्टेप में वो लिबरेट होता है. सो ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ पायरुविक एसिड, डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन ऑफ ऑक्सैलोसक्सिनिक एसिड, डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन ऑफ कीटोग्लूटारिक एसिड एंड अल्कोहलिक फर्मेंटेशन. सो किस प्रोसेस में फर्स्ट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल जो होता है वो लिबरेट होता है. ओके. सो इट इज दैट प्रोसेस एक्चुअली. So that process is oxidation of pyruvic acid. Okay. So if you want to understand this carefully, if you want to understand this deeply, So you should be knowing the Krebs cycle. Okay, ये आपको क्या पता होना चाहिए, इसका जो Krebs cycle है वो आपको अच्छी तरह से पता होना चाहिए. Okay, so pyruvic acid का जब आप ऑक्सीडेशन करते हो तब आपका फर्स्ट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो रिलीज होता है. ओके, इन ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ पायरुवेट. ओके, और पायरुविक एसिड एक्चुअली जब पायरुवेट का और पायरुविक एसिड का ऑक्सीडेशन होता है, ठीक है, तो वहां पे रिड्यूसिंग पावर आप यूज करते हैं. ओके, सो एनएडी का NaDH2 में कन्वर्जन होता है. ओके, और पायरुवेट से कौन सा मॉलिक्यूल बनता है, एसिटिल CoA. ये 2 कार्बन कंपाउंड जो है वो बनता है एंड दैट एसिटिल CoA इज यूज्ड फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ सिट्रेट. ओके, आया समझ में? तो ये वो प्रोसेस है. तो वो 2 कार्बन कंपाउंड से बाय द यूज ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंट molecule citrate is produced. Okay, I समझ. So that is a process just prior, one step before to the entry in the Krebs cycle. Okay, so first carbon dioxide molecule is released during the oxidation of pyruvate, or you can say pyruvic acid. Okay, and second carbon dioxide molecule is liberated when oxalosuccinate is converted into alpha ketoglutarate. Okay, so ये जो प्रोसेस है वहां पे सेकेंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल लिबरेट होता है. ओके, सो how many carbon dioxide molecules are liberated from when the aerobic respiration is going on? So there are 2 carbon dioxide molecules which are liberated during aerobic respiration. Okay, so is that clear? तो ये प्रोसेस है, ठीक है. तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि एग्जैक्टली कहाँ कहाँ पे वो कन्वर्जन और यू कैन से लिबरेशन ऑफ ये होता है, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का होता है. ठीक है, तो दो, फिर रिपीट करती हूँ मैं, 2 बार होता है. एक बार when pyruvic acid is getting converted into acetyl CoA. Okay, so NAD is converted into NaDH2, so that is nothing but the oxidation process. And when this conversion is going on, the carbon dioxide molecule is liberated. So this is the first carbon dioxide molecule which is getting released. Okay, and the second carbon dioxide molecule get released when another oxidation process takes place. That is when oxalosuccinate, yes, oxalosuccinate, that is a 6 carbon compound is getting converted into alpha ketoglutarate. Okay, is it clear? So in that process another carbon dioxide molecule is liberated. Okay, is it clear? So answer is A, oxidation of pyruvic acid. So the next question. Okay, answers are given, no problem. Protoplasmic respiration is respiration. Okay, so where this respiration takes place, occurring in protoplasm, occurring in cytoplasm, when protein is respiration substrate and occurring outside mitochondria. Okay, so protoplasmic respiration किसे कहते हैं exactly? So that is the type of respiration where protein is a respiration substrate. So यहाँ पे हमारा जो रेगुलर ग्लाइकोलाइसिस होता है तो उसमें सबस्ट्रेट क्या होता है, किस which is the compound which is used as the substrate. So glucose is used as the substrate. So you can say in this type of respiration your substrate is your sugar molecule, or you can say carbohydrates. Okay, so carbohydrates are substrate for this kind of respiration, while in protoplasmic respiration protein serves as respiration substrate. Okay, is that clear? Chalo. Then your next question, oxidation of a molecule of acetyl CoA produces. Okay, so when oxidation of acetyl CoA takes place, how many ATP molecules are generated. So 12 ATP, 15 ATP, 6 ATP, and 24 ATP. So how many ATP molecules are generated? Okay, so this is your question. सो एसिटिल CoA का आप क्रेब्स साइकिल में वो देख सकते हो, ठीक है। एसिटिल CoA का जब क्या होता है, ऑक्सीडेशन होता है, तो कितने एटीपी जनरेट होते हैं। सो हाउ मेनी एटीपीज आर जनरेटेड, तो 6 एटीपीज आर जनरेटेड ड्यूरिंग दैट प्रोसेस, ठीक है। इज इट क्लियर? चलो, नाउ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। तो आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे उन्होंने क्या पूछा है कि ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ एसिटिल CoA, ठीक है, एसिटिल CoA का कंप्लीट जो ऑक्सीडेशन होता है, तो आपको नेट गेन निकालना है एटीपी का। ओके, क्या निकालना है आपको, एटीपी का नेट गेन कैलकुलेट करना है, ठीक है। इज इट क्लियर? चलो नेक्स्ट, अल्फा कीटोग्लूटारेट डिहाइड्रोजिनेस रिजल्ट्स इन। ओके, तो इसलिए आपको पूरा का पूरा पाथवे या पूरी की पूरी जो साइकिल है ना, वो अच्छी तरह से पता होनी चाहिए। ओके, फॉर दिस this is very important to know each and every step in your mentioned in your pathway or in your cycle. Okay, तो अल्फा कीटोग्लूटारेट से अल्फा कीटोग्लूटारेट डिहाइड्रोजिनेज जो है, उससे क्या होता है, तो ऑक्सीडेशन एंड डिकार्बोक्सिलेशन, reduction, oxidation, and none of the above. Okay, so which is the process involved in that process. Okay, तो आपको वो एंजाइम ढूंढना पड़ेगा क्रेब्स साइकिल में। ओके, अल्फा कीटोग्लूटारेट डिहाइड्रोजिनेस कौन से स्टेप में होता है? ओके, तो it is the process of, you can say, oxidative decarboxylation. Okay, it is oxidative decarboxylation, means oxidation and decarboxylation is involved in the alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase process. Okay, so this enzyme used to carry out the reaction of oxidative decarboxylation. So which is that step in Krebs cycle? What is getting converted into which form? So alpha ketoglutarate plus NAD plus CoA. Okay, which is the alpha ketoglutarate is the 5-carbon compound. Okay, and when this particular enzyme, that is alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, when catalyzes this reaction, it getting converted into succinyl CoA plus NADH2 plus CO2. Okay, so as NAD is getting converted into NADH2, this is the oxidation reaction. Okay, is it clear? And decarboxylation means the CO2 is released. During this reaction, CO2 is released and goes out of mitochondria. Okay, so this reaction is very important. Okay, the second, you can say second, your carbon dioxide moiety. First carbon dioxide moiety get liberated when oxidation of pyruvic acid takes place, and your second carbon dioxide molecule is getting removed when the oxidative decarboxylation reaction takes place. Okay, is that clear? So this is a very important reaction in the Krebs cycle. Okay, so hydrogen is removed from the substrate, which is received by the coenzyme NAD to form NADH2. Okay, so this is very similar reaction to the link reaction. So which is the link reaction in Krebs cycle, you can say? So when glucose is converted glucose by glucose from the glucose by the pathway of glycolysis, pyruvate is formed. Okay, means pyruvic acid forms. Okay, and from that pyruvate acetyl CoA is generated, and that acetyl CoA is used as a substrate to form citric acid cycle. Okay, so this is the first compound. Okay, so that acetyl CoA is used to form citrate. Okay, so this is the link reaction, and this fifth reaction of your Krebs cycle, in which this alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase enzyme is used. So this reaction is very similar to the link reaction because in both the reactions carbon dioxide compound is getting released. Okay, carbon dioxide molecule is generated during both the reactions. Thus, this reaction is known as the replica or clone of the link reaction. Okay, and um, just now I have told you which is the link reaction in this Krebs cycle. Okay, so that reaction is the link between your Krebs cycle and glycolysis pathway. Okay, chalo, next 32 question. Dash is a product of aerobic respiration. So which is the product of aerobic respiration? So malic acid, pyruvate, ethylene and lactose. So malic acid can be a product of your aerobic respiration. Okay. So your ethylene, lactose, these are not the product of your aerobic reaction. So lactose can be, actually lactose is substrate, but from that substrate lactic acid is formed. So lactic acid is one of the product of the anaerobic respiration. Okay, can say fermentation. So which are the products of aerobic respiration? Succinate, fumarate means succinic acid, fumaric acid, malic acid, oxaloacetic acid, citric acid. These are the product of aerobic respiration. Okay. Next question. Energy gained during aerobic respiration is dash times more than the anaerobic respiration. Okay, so that's why your cell prefers the aerobic respiration. Okay, if cell has a choice to select one of the mode of respiration, cell will always select the aerobic respiration because the energy gain is very much higher than the anaerobic respiration. So uh, how much how many times it is higher? So it is 19 times more than the anaerobic respiration. Okay, so for the gain of maximum energy, okay, cell prefers the aerobic respiration. Okay, you know there are some facultative anaerobes. Okay, so what is the meaning of facultative anaerobes? They uh, can do aerobic respiration as well as anaerobic respiration. Okay, so if they have choice, they will always prefer aerobic respiration. Okay, is that clear? Next. Means they can tolerate some amount of oxygen in their growing environment, but there are some obligative anaerobes. What does that mean? कि वो जो organisms होते हैं ना वो बिल्कुल भी oxygen tolerate नहीं कर पाते उनके growth environment. As soon as you give them the exposure of oxygen, the cell will die. Okay, so oxygen is lethal for their growth. Okay, but in case of facultative anaerobes, they can tolerate the oxygen in their cellular environment, and if possible the cell will prefer the aerobic respiration mode because of the high energy gain. Okay, next. Glycolysis is also known as glycolysis का other name क्या है? So EMP pathway, ECA pathway, carbon sequestration and none of the above. So just think for 30 seconds what should be the name, other name of glycolysis pathway. So this name is mentioned, or this name is given on the honor, because of the honor for the scientists who studied the glycolysis pathway. Okay, so उनके names का वो क्या है, short form है. Okay, abbreviation you can say. This is the name of those scientists' names abbreviation. Okay, so what can be the answer? Just think for 30 seconds. So glycolysis is known as EMP pathway. Okay, So, various steps in reaction of glycolysis pathway were worked out by three German biochemists. Okay, so there were three German biochemists who studied, discovered, and proposed the glycolysis pathway. Okay, their names were Professor Embeden, Verhoff, and Bernas. Okay, so therefore the glycolysis is also known as Embeden-Verhoff-Bernas pathway or EMP pathway. Okay, is it clear? Glycolysis is also known as EMP pathway. Okay, TCA is a cycle. So Krebs cycle or citric acid cycle is known as tricarboxylic acid cycle, or you can say tricarboxylic acid pathway. Okay, so always keep in mind the other names, okay, for the particular pathway. Okay, now we'll go further. On oxidation of one molecule of glucose, 35, no. So ignore that 35. On oxidation of one molecule of glucose, dash ATP is produced through aerobic respiration. So they have asked you the net gain. So just think over it for 1 minute, you can say. So what is the net gain of ATP during aerobic respiration? So this is the simple question. So this answer you should be learn. Okay, आपको ये पूरा learn ही होना चाहिए कि कितने ATP generate होते हैं through aerobic respiration. What should be the answer? You can calculate also. So what is the net gain of ATP? So you have to consider three steps. One is glycolysis, one is Krebs, another is Krebs cycle, and third one is terminal oxidation through electron transport chain. ठीक है, ये आपको three processes consider करनी पड़ेगी, and then you will get the answer, that is 38 ATPs are generated. Okay, is it clear? 38 ATPs are produced through aerobic respiration. Okay. Okay, next. Protons accumulate on the dash in mitochondria. So proton flux में जब ATP synthase ATP ATP synthesis होता है तो protons का accumulation कहाँ पे होता है? Okay, so inner membrane, intermembrane space, outer membrane, and then of the above. Proton का gradient तैयार होता है. Okay, so कहाँ पे वो होता है exactly? So answer is intermembrane space. So the intermembrane space of the mitochondria, protons are accumulated. Okay, and in the environment there is a less quantity of protons present. Okay, so there forms a proton gradient, and that proton gradient is responsible for the working of ATP synthase enzyme 2, and that enzyme get started and it will form the ATP. Okay, so ATP synthase is the enzyme which is known as the smallest motor. Okay, so that enzyme exactly acts as a motor. Okay, so आपके इसमें घर में जो मोटर होती है या एक्सपेरिमेंट्स में भी आपने यूज किए होंगे मोटर्स, तो उसका वर्किंग और एटीपी सिंथेस का वर्किंग एकदम से सिमिलर है. ओके, सो there are two names used for that purpose. One is biological motor and second is the world's smallest motor. Okay, is it clear? So what is the output of this motor? ATPs are generated. Okay, is it clear? Next, oxidative phosphorylation usually refers to, okay, oxidative phosphorylation आप किसे कहते हैं exactly? Okay, so anaerobic production of ATP, citric acid cycle production of ATP, alcoholic fermentation, and none of the above. Okay, so oxidative phosphorylation आप किसे कहते हैं? Okay, so which is the process involved in that? Just think. So citric acid cycle production of ATP is known as oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, is it clear? क्या कहा जाता है इसे? Oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so sequential, you can say, activation and deactivation of various products, biochemical products. Okay, and oxidation reaction is involved in that process. Okay, so citric acid cycle production of ATP. Okay, so oxidation is involved in the, you can say, ATP. Okay, oxidative oxidative reactions are involved in the Krebs cycle. Okay, and phosphorylation process is involved in the electron transport chain. Okay, is it clear? So citric acid cycle production of ATP is oxidative phosphorylation. Okay, so this cumulatively you can say, or in the combination manner, it is known as citric acid production of ATP. Okay, so is that clear? Good. Chalo. Next question. Okay, what is the next question? The process of cell respiration is carried out by, okay, so cellular respiration कैसे होता है? So you know there are two types of respiration, substrate level respiration and cellular respiration. Okay, so that process is known as substrate level phosphorylation and cellular phosphorylation. Okay, you can say oxidative phosphorylation. So that process is carried out by mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus, and none of the above. Okay. So which is the cell organelle involved in the process of cell respiration? So what should be the answer? So answer is very simple. Just fix your answer. Okay. So answer is mitochondria, and that's the reason mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell, because it gives the energy to the cell. Okay, because there are two important things which are carried out in the mitochondrial environment. So first is ATP generation. Okay, एटीपी सिंथेसिस का जो काम है पूरा का पूरा वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में चलता है. Okay, is it clear? And second is mitochondria has another DNA. Okay, so another set of the genes it has. Okay, so mitochondria is a, you can say, it maintains the symbiotic association with the cell. Yes, and it is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it carries out the cellular level the respiration. Okay, by the production of ATP molecules. Okay, and it gives its environment, or you can say cellular respiration is, or you can say intermembrane space of mitochondria is the site for cellular respiration. Okay, is that clear? Next question. Yes. An important product of the Krebs cycle is. Okay. So Krebs cycle का एक important product क्या है? Okay. Water, methane, ATP and none of the above. So क्या product है Krebs cycle का? आपको पता होगा. So it is ATP. Okay. So in Krebs cycle, ATPs are generated. Okay, not directly, but the indirectly. Okay. So ATP is the product of Krebs cycle. So water is not generated in Krebs cycle, methane is not generated. Okay, but ATP is generated. Is it clear? So next. Okay. Acetyl-CoA forms a 6-carbon compound after combining with. Okay, so which is the step you can say where acetyl-CoA forms a 6-carbon compound after joining with something. So to which molecule it is joined. So oxygen, pyruvic acid, citric acid, and oxaloacetic acid. Okay, just watch or you can say just see the Krebs cycle carefully and give me the answer. What should be the answer? Okay, so क्या हो सकता है इसका आंसर? Okay, we will see. So answer is oxaloacetic acid. Acetyl-CoA get combined or you can say uh, with the help of some enzyme, okay, it will form a 6-carbon compound, okay, which is oxaloacetic acid. Okay, just keep this in your mind. Okay, chalo. Next, further functioning, साइटोक्रोम possess, okay, functioning के लिए साइटोक्रोम के पास क्या होता है? Mg, magnesium, iron, manganese, and sodium. So, which is the heavy metal present in the structure of cytochrome, which is a functional unit of cytochrome. आपको हीमोग्लोबिन का पता है, वैसे ही साइटोक्रोम का क्या हो सकता है? Okay, so what's the answer? Answer is Fe. Okay, so iron in the same case of hemoglobin, cytochrome possesses iron moiety at the center of its structure. Okay, is it clear? And it will form a covalent bond with that iron moiety. Okay, is it clear? Next, fructose 6-phosphate is changed to fructose 1,6-diphosphate bar. So, which is the enzyme which is responsible for the conversion of fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6-diphosphate? Okay, so what are the options? Phosphoglycerate, phosphatase, phosphofructokinase, and enolase. So, read the glycolysis pathway carefully. So which is the enzyme responsible for that? Just try to figure out. Okay, answer ready है. What should be the answer? Answer is phosphofructokinase. So what is the reaction involved? कि fructose 6-phosphate is changed or is getting converted into fructose 1,6-diphosphate, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphofructokinase. Okay, clear? Okay, next. Glycolysis is, so which is the reaction of glycolysis? Just read for the just read all the 4 reactions carefully. So which is the reaction of glycolysis? What should be the answer? Okay, so answer is when glucose is getting converted into pyruvic acid. Okay, so how many compounds of pyruvic acid? Two compounds of pyruvic acid. Okay, plus some reducing power. Okay, so how many reducing powers are um, generated? So four. Okay, four molecules of reducing powers are used. And which is the reducing power? VDH2. Okay, so four hydrogens are ready to use in the next step in the glycolysis. Okay, is clear? What is the next question? Glycolysis is part of, okay, glycolysis किसका part है exactly? Only anaerobic respiration, Krebs cycle, only aerobic respiration, both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So what should be the answer? Yes, so glycolysis is the part of both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Okay, here. So there is no connection with ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल. ओके, ऑक्सीजन से कुछ रिलेशन नहीं है. ओके, सो ऑक्सीजन का प्रेजेंस और एब्सेंस ग्लाइकोलाइसिस को अफेक्ट नहीं करता है. ओके, सो इन anaerobes also glycolysis, the process of glycolysis is carried out by the cell. Okay, okay, next. If the naked pea seeds are kept in 4 respiratory flasks, they would germinate best in the flask with contains. Okay, so this is the question which was asked in the entrance exam of Banaras Hindu University. Okay, so experimental setup दिया है आपको कि naked pea seeds है आपके हाथ में and they are kept in 4 respiratory flasks. They will generate at their base in a flask which contain carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen and nitrogen gas. So use your brain, use your thinking power and let me know the answer. So answer is oxygen. Very simple. Okay. So जहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन है वहाँ पे वो बेस से जर्मिनेट होंगे. Okay. Okay. Next. In aerobic respiration, pyruvic acid is okay. Exactly aerobic respiration में pyruvic acid का क्या होता है? So break it down to form two carbon fragment and CO2, a product of Krebs cycle formed when oxygen is available and formed during protein breakdown. वहाँ पे वो क्या होता है pyruvic acid का? So your answer is pyruvic acid is broken down to form a two carbon fragments and CO2. Okay, so this is the answer. So pyruvic acid is broken down to form two carbon fragments and one molecule of carbon dioxide. Okay, next. In animal cells, the first stage to glucose breakdown is. So animals में क्या होता है exactly? First stage कौन सी ग्लूकोज ब्रेकडाउन की? So Krebs cycle, glycolysis,
oxidative phosphorylation or etc. Which is the exactly process. So what is the answer? We'll read the question options again. Krebs cycle, glycolysis, oxidative phosphorylation, and electron transport chain. So answer is Krebs cycle. So glucose is break down in Krebs cycle. Okay, Krebs cycle में first इसका breakdown होता है. Okay. Okay. Next, in glycolysis, ultimately, or end product of glycolysis is. So what happens in glycolysis exactly? Exactly क्या होता है glycolysis में? So protein is converted into glucose, glucose is converted into glycogen, starch is converted into glucose, and glucose is converted into pyruvic acid. So very simple question. You know the answer very well. Okay, आपने अगर इतना सब कुछ समझा है तो आपको ये आंसर भी इजीली समझ में आएगा कि ग्लाइकोलिसिस का फेट क्या है, एंड प्रोडक्ट ग्लाइकोलिसिस का क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली. So what's the answer? Which is the end product of glycolysis? As we know, the end product of glycolysis is pyruvic acid. Okay, so glucose is converted into pyruvic acid in glycolysis. Okay, so this is a very simple question. Okay, next, in glycolysis, glucose splits onto compounds which are. Okay, so glucose का splitting कैसे होता है, और जिस compounds में उसका splitting होता है वो कितने कार्बन उसमें प्रेजेंट होते हैं. So 5 कार्बन, 4 कार्बन, 2 कार्बन and 3 कार्बन. So what should be the answer? Just see the pathway of glycolysis and let me know the answer. So answer is 3 carbon compounds. Okay, so glucose splits onto 3 carbon compounds each. Okay, clear? Now your last question. In mitochondria, ATP formation occurs. Exactly, ATP formation कहाँ पे होता है? So over cristae, over outer membrane, inside a matrix, and intercrystal space. So this question is also repeated. So which is the part of mitochondria where ATP formation takes place? So just see the diagram of mitochondria and what should be the answer? Okay, the answer is over cristae. Okay, so in mitochondria, ATP formation occurs over cristae, and the protein gradient it is formed onto the intermembrane space of the mitochondria which are present in the cristae. Okay, clear? So, okay. So this was all about your chapter of respiration. Okay, so हमने यहाँ पे आपके जो दो pathways है, that is one is glycolysis and another is Krebs cycle. So we have discussed that thoroughly. Okay, we have discussed few points like ATP generation का जो पूरा calculation है, that is known as energetics in the terms of biochemistry. Okay, तो वो कितने ATP कहाँ पे फॉर्म होते हैं, कितने वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स फॉर्म होते हैं, कितने कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल्स फॉर्म होते हैं, कितने DH2 के मॉलिक्यूल्स फॉर्म होते हैं. Okay, so we have discussed all that part thoroughly. Okay, then there comes an important part of the structure of mitochondria, and you can say respiratory quotient. Okay, so these are the small but important parts in point of view of your exam. Okay, so uh, we have tried to discuss these parts carefully. Okay, so then what you should what you should uh, do after that. So you have to prepare notes, your own notes, okay, uh, whenever possible, okay, wherever possible. Try to prepare figures, try to prepare tables, try to prepare flow charts, okay, or pie charts, okay, and protocol format, and uh, try to remember a large information within a short texts, okay. So this is very important when you want to just look out the summary of your chapter, okay. At the time of exam, you can't read whole chapter, okay. So for that you have to summarize, or you have to shorten the matter of your text, okay. So that part you should do right now, okay. You have time, okay. So try to prepare your notes in this fashion, okay, for each and every subject. When you prepare tables for the particular matter in your text, it becomes very easy to understand and remember also, okay. So keep all these things in mind, and accordingly prepare your notes, make a list of your doubts and queries, and you can ask me whenever you want, or if you want, we will discuss that part in the live lecture also, okay. Accordingly just let me know, okay. So now we will stop here and see you in the next session. Okay. So thank you so much and all the best. See you.